Thank you for watching Lira Scoop. We are glad you are here.
We can start our press briefing right away. We had an aggravated robbery in Alebtong district. Our territorial police in Alebtong district are investigating a case of alleged aggravated robbery which took place on the 21st of February 2025 at corner Aloy in the Aloy Town Council at around 6:10 hours. This is morning hours. It was alleged that on the 21st of February 2025 at around 6:10 a.m. Ucharo Dennis, a border rider, had carried a Buton Freight, a teacher at Aloy Secondary School, and they were from Ba sub-county in Lira District on a motorcycle registration number UFW 030V, Bajaj, red in color. When they reached corner Aloy near the forest reserve, they were ambushed by about 7 men who blocked the main road to Aloy Town Council with nylon rope. This made the rider lose their control and they all fell off. The attackers assaulted them and took away the motorcycle and a smartphone. The police in Aloy station were notified. They immediately went to the scene, examined and documented it. Statements were recorded from relevant witnesses, exhibits of the rope and some bamboo sticks suspected to have been used to beat up these people were all recovered. The victims were rushed to Lira Regional Referral Hospital for medical attention after sustaining some serious injuries. Efforts to have the suspects apprehended is ongoing. However, it's not the first time that we are registering such incident. We had a similar case in Lira City late last year, in Inam District respectively, but the suspects were later apprehended and motorcycle recovered. Suspects appeared before court and remanded. We used this incident to appeal for support from the local leadership and the community members to share any information that can lead to the arrest of the perpetrators on this particular incident that happened on the 21st. We also advised our youths outside there to embrace the government program to improve their livelihood. Recently, we had the President's tour in Lango Subregion on wealth creation monitoring program, and there were many things he highlighted where the youths can benefit from. But of course, we are aware that there are some government programs like Youth Livelihood Program, which has been moving on, the Myoga, and of course the latest one, the Parish Development Model. This is where we encourage our youths to put their interest and be a benefit to some of these government programs instead of doing dubious activities that contravenes the law of this country. Murder by strangulation in Kole. The territorial police in Kole district are holding parents of a day-old baby boy who was allegedly strangled and dumped into a pit latrine in Eust in Alpha Nursery and Primary School, which is in Aalo Town Council. It was alleged that on the 19th February 2025, Achien Winnie, aged 26 years old, the biological mother of a day-old baby boy, delivered the boy from home and hours later developed a quarrel with the father. The father, identified as Onge Ronald, 33 years old, and later the mother allegedly strangled the baby boy and dumped it in a pit latrine, which is in use. However, neighbors were suspicious and concerned and asked the parents where the child was. Of course, they couldn't respond. Immediately, the director of the school, Mr. Okao Alel, 50 years old, informed and reported the matter to the police in Aalo. A case file was registered, crime scene was visited and documented. The body of the baby was recovered from the pit latrine and later conveyed to Lira Regional Referral Hospital mortuary for post-mortem. The suspects were arrested. Statement recorded from the witnesses. This is really a very unfortunate incident, just because of the misunderstanding between the parents led to the death of this innocent boy. They have therefore tampered with the Article 22 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, which talks about protection of right to life. We are very sure that these people will face that justice for court of law. Murder by mob in Uyam. On the 23rd of February 2025, at around 14:27 hours in Teopok Village, Okoma Parish, Ngai Sub-County in Inam District, we registered a case of murder by mob where Ayo Moses, 38 years old, was killed by a group of angry mob on allegation of stealing a goat. It was alleged that on the 22nd February 2025 at 1500 hours, Obong Alan's goat was stolen from his home in Teopok Village, and the following day, the complainant reported to the LC1 in Teopok, and immediately they started tracing for the said goat, and was found out that this particular goat was slaughtered next to the home of Olobo Abel. And indeed, Olobo Abel was able to confess to have stolen the goat with Ayo Moses. Hence, Ayo was arrested and beaten badly and died later. The case of murder by a mob was registered at Ngai Police Station. Scene of crime visited, photograph taken, body delivered to Anyeke Health Center 4, where post-mortem is to be conducted. Unfortunately, we have not made arrest to this effect, but we already have clue to some of these perpetrators who got involved in beating this. This is also not the first time that we are registering cases of murder by mob on suspicion that somebody has stolen an item. It is within the law that the community has all the right to support police with investigation. If you so have all the grounds that someone has stolen something, kindly support police with enough evidence such that a file is compiled and a person appears in court on a particular complaint which has been levied upon him, than taking the law into your hands. UPC program. The Inspector General of Police has cleared a UPC mobilization tour in Lango Subregion, but with some guidance. We had some disagreement in Alebtong District due to failure by the party leadership to follow the guidance that was given to them, particularly in holding a consultative meeting in a hall, not a rally as it was. This therefore made us to take all through the rightful step to ask the management and the team who are gathered to disperse peacefully. Of course, that did not go as planned. We had to exhibit some reasonable force by launching a tear gas to disperse the crowd. But again, the next day, we had a very successful program where the UPC team were able to follow the guidelines in Otore district. We are concerned why did they not do that in Alebtong. So it means that was either with interest or with intention, which they best know by themselves. But of course, we encourage them and any other a party tomorrow that will be allowed to do such a program, that they should be able to follow the guidelines that is always issued by the Inspector General of Police. For us, our work is to implement some of those guidance that comes, being a consultative meeting, not a rally. okay, because it's a mobilization strategy by the leadership of the Uganda People's Congress Party. So why they disagreed with our personnel on ground is they went on a rally in an open ground, which is not the case. They are supposed to be in a room like we are. That was the guidelines issued from Inspector General Police. Thank you. Of course, we should not forget that the Office of the Electoral Commission has officially given a roadmap for 2026 general election, and recently they made an extension of voter registration and transfers, if you want to go to another point, up to 17th of this month. And those are some of the roadmap that the Office of the Electoral Commission has given. Well, from the perspective of those ones who are showing interest to contest in different positions, well, it is within their docket. But they should be mindful that the time of nomination has not yet come. Let that time come. Nomination is done. Campaign programs are given, and you start. If you're doing your underground arrangement, kindly do it in a manner that does not contravene the law of this country. For us as security, our work is to maintain law and order and make sure that everybody is in harmony, there is peace and security in the areas in which we live in. My advice to the locals is wait for the official programs that comes directly from the Office of the Electoral Commission. That shows if someone is doing this underground arrangement, that one is him or her. If you know it's going to give you any effect negatively, you excuse yourself. It is upon you. We all have our interest on the candidates that we would want. But formally, they have not yet declared who is going to contest in which position. Okay, it is still all rumors. So if that time comes, we are sure that everything will move on. But of course, as of now, I don't see any kind of problem on the ground. All we want is to advise those who wish to show interest in vying for different positions of that the Electoral Commission will declare, to plan their games wisely. But again, they should know that the law is there to guide all the activities that they would wish to do. Thank you. Sub-county policing model. We have 161 sub-county in the Lango Subregion, and all these sub-counties have been covered by deployment following a strategic guidance that was given to the Inspector General of the Police by the President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, on having this sub-county policing model practical. Each sub-county is supposed to have 18 personnel with all its structures that have been set in place. And already it is operational. Though we have some challenges in some sub-counties where we still lack establishment. So we encourage our DPCs in particular areas to make sure they're in touch with the local leadership. Any available structures for the meantime can be used by this team for purposes of bringing nearer the services of police to the community members. Finally, we have had reorganization of Lira City administrative units. You are aware we have 3 divisions in Lira City, which deploys 3 district police commanders. Previously, we had some challenges with the demarcation of the operations, particularly in Lira City East Division. So this has been harmonized, and as I speak now, Lira City East Division headquarters is now based at Ireda Shamba, where the Central Police Station is. with its sub station in Ereda, Lumumba, Angwet, Adepukwok, Akia, Boroboro, and St. Gracious. These are the 7 police units which is now in Lira City East Division. Then Lira City West Division maintains its divisional headquarters in Ujwina with the substation in Amucha, Lira University, Lira Sub-County, Odoromit, Juba Road, Omiro, and Anai. Then finally, Lira Central Division maintains its station at Lira City CPS here, where we are, with a sub-station in Ayago, Railways, Bus Park, Main Market, Starch Factory, and Ngeta. So this is how we have sat down as management in the region and reorganized the demarcation of Lira City as a city itself, with deployment of 3 DPCs with these different personnel. So this is how the stations is going to be operating. We encourage local leadership, the locals within these particular areas to know where they are supposed to go if you have issues in your areas, in line to support that you would require from Uganda Police Force. Thank you very much for listening, and if there is anything that I have not shared,
Thank you for watching Lira Scoop. We are glad you are here.